I come to you excited because I truly have birthed this baby. And it has been a labor of love and collaboration. And I appreciate everyone that had worked with me over the last couple of weeks and trying to create a funding guide that is truly robust and comprehensive enough for each state to be able to look and see, based on where we are there funding opportunities for our registered teacher apprenticeship program? So be mindful when you see this. It looks at the sponsor's needs, the trainer's needs or the training needs, and also the apprenticeship needs. There are 4 areas that we looked at in order to provide supports and resources for. These 4 areas were suggestions and guided resources. Program design basically it's how the planning and creation and implementation structures, standards, environment, measures, needs, and implementation of an effective RTAP program is structured around. Those elements are program startup, program expansion, program facilitation, recruitment, diversity outreach, and compensation. The next is field support, which is on-the-job learning or clinical experience, mentorship, related professional learning. Those elements are supports as far as funding for mentorship, coaching, certification, assessment preparation, professional learning, induction support, EPP, and district partnerships. The third is truly important is the wraparound services, supports that strive to address the barriers that can prevent apprenticeship participation. The elements are tutoring, career counseling, transportation, housing, childcare, and food. And the fourth is scholarship. That looks at grants or payments made to support the apprentice education or certification. Those elements are loan forgiveness, tuition reimbursement, certification fees, textbooks, and supplies. You can go forward. So when you look at this, the funding charts, you'll have two for general registered teacher apprenticeship programs. And the X indicates if on the left side, the listing of those funding opportunities. In the center, there are under each element, the X indicates if there might be funding opportunities in that area. In addition, there are several sections in the funding guide that indicates the summary of funding. So this area, it indicates the specific funding opportunities and gives you details and provides you a link to find more specific information about that grant opportunity. We understand that there's different lingo when looking at the registered teacher apprenticeship program. And so we wanted to make sure that we added those terms in order to make the understanding a little bit easier. And lastly, I wanted to point out the importance of planning for funding. One thing that we found that was very helpful was something that New Hampshire did, and they created a example funding plan. So whenever you're starting this journey, it's important to have all the collaborating entities at the table in order to really truly understand the structures needed for funding.